Hey, what's going on, guys? Paul Farmer here. This is Freedom Project Live, episode 79. Episode 79. Hope everyone's having a great day today. A little bit later today, had my workout this morning. Actually, did a little bit of a weight workout. I haven't done that in a while. I'm mixing up the weights and the high intensity interval training now. So, that's what I did this morning, plus a bunch of other stuff. But here I am, and what I want to do today is I want to share with you something I learned from Bob Proctor. So I was on Bob Proctor's page, his Facebook page, and on his page he has something. He puts all kinds of posts up, so I go through those posts, and there's a lot of value in those. So one of the things that stood out to me, and I've mentioned this on a previous Freedom Project Live episode. I'm not sure which one that was, but basically what it said was successful people do the things unsuccessful people refuse to do. Successful people, even though they don't like to do the things, so they don't like to do the things that unsuccessful people won't do, but they do them because they understand it will make them successful, if that makes sense. So for example, Ray Higdon, I'll use Ray Higdon because I listen to Ray Higdon every single day. Ray Higdon was talking about prospecting. One of the things he did is he went for 20 no's a day. Now, did he ever at one time, ever once go, hey, you know what? Today I cannot wait to go prospect. I cannot wait to go get rejected. I cannot wait to go and put my product in front of other people. And not one single time did he ever do that. But he did it anyway. And the reason he did it is because he wanted to get out of debt. He wanted to not have to have his girlfriend, who's now his wife, continue to pay for what it was. She was paying for his utility bills. He wanted to be able to take her out, spoil her, and that was his driver. Those were his drivers when he was first getting started. So he would go out and do 20 no's a day. He'd reach out to however many people it took to get 20 no's a day. So successful people do the things unsuccessful people refuse to do. I cannot tell you how many people I talk to on a daily basis, and I tell them exactly what to do to get results in their business, but they refuse to do it. They go and look for the easy way. They go looking for the way that has it's like the magic button, right? The magic, whatever that is. It doesn't work. It will never work. You got to get in the trenches. You just got to put in the work. And if you're one of these people that are going around, let me turn this off. If you're one of these people going around and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to do this without talking to anybody, you're fooling yourself and you're in the wrong industry and you need to go find something else to do, because business is people. Any successful person is going to tell you need to learn how to communicate with people. You cannot fear people. And I can tell you, when I first started, I feared people. It was funny though, because I was coming from a teaching background. I was literally talking to students, up to like 100 students at a time every single day. So you would think it wouldn't be a big deal. I'd had a fitness boot camp where I literally took like a sign. It was a flag actually. And I was recruiting people off the boardwalk. It wasn't really boardwalk. It was more of a blacktop, I guess. But I was right next to the beach. So the bike path, people walking. And I was literally standing there with a flag going, hey, I got a boot camp started in an hour. Here's a flyer. Come check it out. I was literally doing that before I ever did anything online. Before I joined any online marketing company, any company, I was doing that. But when I came online and I had to reach out to people, I was absolutely terrified. In fact, when I had my boot camp, I would walk down the beach and I would hand out flyers to people. I would invite them over to do my boot camp then and there. So it's just interesting to me, like the stigma. Maybe it was because it was my own thing and I was excited about it. I could tell you I was nervous. I could tell you I didn't want to be talking to people on the beach, strangers I didn't know. I could tell you that, but I did it anyway because I wanted my boot camp to be a success. But when I came into network marketing, And my sponsor's like, hey, you need to go reach out to people. I'm like, hell no, I ain't doing that. It's because I had this stigma. I thought people were going to laugh at me. I thought people were going to be like, oh, you're doing one of those pyramid deals, right? And I did get that because that's the energy I gave out. And when I first started, I did it completely wrong. I spammed the crap out of people. I sent links. It wasn't a good thing. And because I did it that way, and because I was so hung up on what other people were going to think about me, it really set me back a long ways. Fast forward to today, how I do it now, it's actually very simple. Anybody and everybody can do it. I teach that in my VIP Facebook group. Can you think? My Facebook group. Okay. And the training I provide is proven and it absolutely works. And it doesn't really involve a lot of rejection. You're not walking down the beach going up to strangers. You're not going to the grocery stores like what I used to have to do is going to the grocery stores and start hitting people up. I used to play beach volleyball and I would start hitting up the players I was playing with. And I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't confident in what I had. I was embarrassed. So it just never worked. It never got anywhere. And it wasn't until I decided to, like I had a guy tell me, hey, you got to do 25 connections a day. And that was a turning point for me because up until that point, I avoided every single thing I could when it came to connecting with people. Even when people called me on the phone, I didn't want to get on the phone because I didn't know what to tell them. Maybe that sounds familiar to you. Okay, so successful people do the things unsuccessful people refuse to do. So here's something you could do, and I got this from Bob Proctor. You take 6 things, okay? Write down 6 things that you know that when you do them, success is guaranteed. 6 things that when you do them, success is guaranteed, okay? So let's just talk about some of these things for online marketing, okay? So I talk about these quite frequently. One, obviously, is connecting with people, prospecting, recruiting, whatever you want to call it, connecting, finding out their problem, offering them a solution. If they don't have a problem, you don't offer them a solution. They don't have a problem, okay? So that's one. That's one you could be doing. Video, that's an income-producing activity. You could be doing videos. You could be doing, so these are things that are proven to create success. If you go back and you look at top leaders out there, top income earners, what do they do on a daily basis? Well, I can tell you they have personal development going on. I can tell you they're exercising. What's his name from Virgin? I can't think of his name right now, but he says exercise is like the best thing you can do for business, to come up with ideas. It's the best thing. So let's just throw this out here, okay? Write down your goals, personal development, exercise, most days of the week. You're doing connecting, prospecting, recruiting, whatever you want to call it, videos, and then what else? Maybe send an email, right? Send an email, focus on building an audience. These are all income-producing activities. So for me, my income-producing activities are my success activities that I know for a fact work and are going to continue to work. I pretty much follow the Ray Higdon model. I don't do 20 no's a day, but I do connect with quite a few people. My goal, more or less, is to bring them to me, not go chase them. But sometimes you have to go out there and reach out to people until you get into momentum, until you have enough leads coming in every single day, until you have enough people coming and asking you what you do and how they can work with you. Then you actually have to go out and reach out to those people. So the things I do on a daily basis and have been doing is I do some type of personal development. Just this morning, I listened to an audiobook, Never Split the Difference. I listened to two different trainings by Ray Higdon already. A little later today, I'm going to go through another training by I don't know if it's a seminar or speech, whatever you want to call it, in GrowthCon 2, Grant Cardone's thing. I got his whole GrowthCon 2 recordings. There's like 3 days worth of that. So there's a lot in there. So I'll most likely be doing that a little bit later. Always working to work on the mindset and develop that skill, that success mindset. That's what's really important. So video. I usually write an email daily. So these are all things, and I write down my goals. I write down my goals twice a day. So these are all things you could be doing that are going to move the bar, that are going to create success for you when you do them. So what you want to do, write down those 6 things, and then you want to do them for the next 30 days. And then beyond that and beyond that and beyond that, make it a habit, right? But write down those 6 things that you know without a doubt are going to make you successful, and do them anyway. Write down those 6 things that you know unsuccessful people won't do, and go do them for 30 days and then beyond that. And that will create results in your life. That will get things moving. That will get people to start noticing what you're doing. That will get you to start inspiring other people. That will get you to have people start coming to you and going, thank you. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for doing what you do. That's what will happen when you do that. Other things unsuccessful people don't do. They won't do webinars. They won't do live videos. They won't write blogs. I'm just throwing out some examples to give you some ideas. They don't write down their goals. They probably don't exercise. They don't do much personal development. They watch the news. They read the newspaper. They get caught up in what's going on with all the celebrities. Things unsuccessful people do. Now, if you're looking at celebrities, one of the things you can do is pay attention to what they do to market, to get seen. That would be, you could kind of call that research, but income producing activities, things that are going to make you successful, are actions you're taking. So write down those 6 things, really think about it, and start doing it for the next 30 days. I really hope you got some value from today. Me personally, I thought that was an awesome idea, is write down the 6 things that you know will make you successful without a doubt. Going back to Ray Higdon, one of the things that he said would make him successful without a doubt, and has done so, is 20 no's a day, the video a day, and the personal development daily. That's what he did. Look at where he's at now. If you don't know who he is, go look him up. 8-figure marketer, trainer in the industry, major integrity, just a shining example of what's possible in this industry. That's what's there. And watching what he's been able to do with what he did is very inspiring. And I believe anyone and everyone could do it if they chose to, if they got hungry enough, if they really started to see what's possible when they put in the work. That's really it. But that's all I got. I could keep going on this. Obviously, I could keep going on this. I'm very passionate when it comes to how do people become successful. Like, I study that stuff. Like, I want to know. And it's always, they're doing the activities that successful people do. They're doing the things that people that are unsuccessful don't do. I witness this every single day. Most people do not do what I do. They don't, period. Am I at a level of success that I want to be at? Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even close. But I'm way further ahead than I used to be. And I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to get better because I'm hungry, because I want to impact more people, because I went through the major struggle. I went through all these minefields, these mind blocks, these things that completely derail you, completely keep you stuck, keep you from doing anything worthwhile, keep you from reaching your full potential. And I was going to share this on another video, but I was watching this guy. I cannot think of his name right now, but this guy was freaking awesome. And one of the things he said at the end of his speech, well, he said at the beginning of his speech, he said he has a twin brother. Okay, now he wrapped it up at the end of the speech. So his twin brother is basically his full potential. And the way he wrapped it up was at the end, he's all, when everything's said and done, and I'm up at the pearly gates, and God's asking me, are looking at me and going, hey, did you reach your full potential? Did you do as much as your twin? And he's like, I want to say yes. When that time comes, I want to be able to say yes. So what he was saying is his identical twin is actually his him reaching his full potential in life, his full potential. I thought it was really cool. You have to see the whole speech. Right now, I can't think of the guy's name, but very, very powerful, powerful speech, very powerful concept. I really liked how he tied it all together. But that's where you got to get. You got to get to that place where you're in this. So like for me, like there's no, one of my favorite quotes is success is your duty, your obligation, and your responsibility. That's by Grant Cardone. One of my favorite quotes ever. And the reason I like that quote is because it becomes an ethics issue. It becomes an ethics issue. Not good or bad, but what are you doing by not becoming successful, first of all? How is that benefiting anybody? That's the first question. How is that benefiting your family? How is that benefiting your community? How is that benefiting your country? How does being unsuccessful benefit anything? It doesn't. It doesn't. So that is why I love that quote, because success is your duty, your obligation, and your responsibility. It's your duty for your family, for your community, for all those people that you don't know that are going through all these different struggles right now, that are in the rope, are ready to give up all hope. It's your duty to be successful, to inspire those people, to lift them up, to get them to see that there is more, that they can do more, they can step into their full potential. It's your duty, it's your obligation, and it's your responsibility. And at some point, you got to stop making excuses. You got to stop going, oh, you know what? If only I had done this. If only it were easier. You got to stop making excuses and just go do it. You're going to get punched in the face. You're going to get knocked on the ground, but you just got to keep getting up. You just got to keep getting up. Have a reason, have a why. They say why. Why is very cliche, but have a reason why you're doing this greater than money. When I first started, it was just to make enough money to really pay the bills, really just get by, really just survive. But that's small. That's like nothing, right? So it's changed a bit, and it will continue to change as you grow, as you get bigger. I have a different why than I did when I first started. My why now is much different. You know, it's going to impact way more people than when I first started. When I first started, it was just like, man, I just want to be able to pay my bills, man. That's it. So you have it in you. There's plenty of clues out there. There's plenty of roadmaps. There's plenty. All you got to do is look at a successful person and go back and look at how they got to where they're at. Look at the things they did on a daily basis. Look at how they overcame obstacles that they faced. I can tell you just from studying, because I'm always watching successful people, it's consistency. They show up every day regardless, no matter what. They want it so bad, and nothing's ever going to get in their way. The people that are unsuccessful don't want it. They say they want it, but they don't want it because they don't take the actions. They don't do the things that are going to make them successful because they allow fear. They make up excuses like, I don't have time, I don't know how, I'm too old, and etc. But you do have time. You make the time. You find a way. It's got to be something that you're serious about. It has to be. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. Okay, so I went longer than I thought I was going to go. As you can tell, I get very passionate about this subject. Like, I struggled so much at the beginning. I've struggled throughout, actually. So I'm very passionate about helping other people not have to go through those struggles like I had to go through, and really helping them. So one of my goals, and I'm really starting to share this more and more, is I want to take 100 people in 2019, and I want to get them to 500 plus a month, 500 plus, because I know 500 plus, $500 is something that can really help a lot of families. It can really take some stress off. It's not life-changing income. But If you could do 500 plus a month, you could do 2,000 plus. You could do 5,000 plus. Okay, so you could start really earning way more, but you got to get to a certain number. So that's why I say 500. And I know how to do it. I know how to get results. I've been doing it. I've been doing it consistently for quite a while now. I typically have commissions coming in on a daily basis. Okay. Now, are they the size of the commissions I want? No, I have big goals. They're not there yet. Will they get there? Absolutely. So if you want to run with me, if you want to be a part of my VIP group, if you want to get in touch with me with my live trainings and allow me to help you get to 500 plus a month, as long as you're teachable and are willing to do that work, then click the green check mark right below and go get started. And I'll get you that information. Once I see you come through, I'm going to send you information to my VIP group. I'm going to give you getting started instructions. You can get plugged into the live trainings that we do. I'm actually considering doing a live training either today or tomorrow, going over some things. So that sounds good to you. You want to earn some extra income? Click the green check mark right below, and let's make it happen. You have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you now on the next one.